foreclosed homes right now in Florida and really around the country. With so many foreclosures, it is a buyer's market, but some homes may seem cheap, but in the end, they'll come with a price. Joining us this morning is HouseMaster expert McKennis to tell us what we should look out for when we are buying a foreclosed home. And they have hit Florida very hard. The housing market crash. Jacksonville has seen all kinds of foreclosures. You think, well, I might find a good deal in there, but you just have to make sure you know what you're getting into, right?
Exactly. When you attempt to buy a foreclosed property, you want to make sure you get it inspected because there are going to be potential concerns down the road.
And that's what you do. You're a house inspector.
I'm a home inspector.
So
exactly.
What have you seen? I mean, you've probably seen some pretty wild stuff.
Well, we've seen air conditioning units have been totally stripped down because they want the copper. We've seen doors taken completely off the house because they want to carry them with them. We've seen air conditioning units just completely taken out of the house, the air handler that's inside. We've seen light fixtures that's been completely taken off the wall.
By the homeowner? By people that just break in? I mean,
no, well, it could be vandalism because the house is left open or left vacant, not necessarily open, but vacant. It could be vandalism, but in most cases, it is the prior owner.
Now, you think, if you go to make this investment, you buy a home, even if it is a foreclosed home, you think you definitely want to, have somebody take a look at it, give it a once-over, and go, within the walls, take a look at mold, whatever. But some people don't do that. Some people don't use home inspectors like yourself.
Well, there's no particular law that requires you to get a home inspection on buying a property. And so, therefore, you have to be educated by either through your lending company or through your realtor or whoever you're dealing with to understand the education process associated with a home inspection. It is something you definitely need when buying a property.
But let's talk about the benefits of buying a foreclosed home.
Okay.
Over, another home. Well, what is the benefit?
Well, there are actually quite a few benefits. First of all, a foreclosed property is going to be 20 to 30% below market value. So you're talking about money, and that's monetary always a big concern. And of course, also another advantage is you don't have to worry about starting from the beginning. You know a little bit of what the property is about, but you also see some concerns. So the biggest advantage, of course, is the monetary gain. It's like 20 to 30% below market value. So it's an advantage to buying a property.
So if you have the money right now,
if you have the money,
buy the property.
But the other thing you want to do is you want to be able to make sure that if you buy a foreclosure, it's going to be some problems. So you also want to have some other money to do repairs down the road.
I mean, a lot of cases, people really just pack up when they find that they're top heavy or they're just in a hole they can't get out of. People will just leave the house.
Exactly.
And so you find a lot of houses, and we have pictures here. I mean, a lot of places that have not in good shape because they haven't either been maintained, they weren't in good shape to start with, or they've just been left for a long time, right? I mean, isn't that what you come across?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you look at some of the pictures they're showing, like for instance, some of them are chronic conditions. Another one, this is a remedial mold problem.
That's mold right there.
That's mold right there, and that's a house that's going to require some type of remediation because of the extent of mold that's in the property.
A lot of fixing up. I mean, mold's
exactly
huge.
This is vandalism. That's a water heater where they've stolen the copper piping. Why? Because of cost. You can sell copper at a high price right now, so people steal it. I would venture to say that was done by the prior owner.
And this is, I'm guessing, termites?
That is termite damage, exactly. And once again, when you start talking termites, you start talking moisture, and now you're looking at different concerns.
Wow. And how much does it cost to get, houses are expensive. How much does it cost to retain your services?
Well, a home inspection is based on two things as far as the cost. It's based on the square footage and the age. And the average price in Jacksonville usually ranges between $300 and $400.
That's it?
Yes. That's
okay.
it.
Well, when you're buying a house, that seems reasonable. That doesn't seem like
it's very reasonable.
It's another cost on top of a lot of costs, but
exactly.
It seems if if you go into a home, you want to know what you're getting into.
Exactly.
All right. Hey,
exactly.
thank you so much for that advice.
You. All right.